Oh, I love this time of year. I get to march out one of my favorite theories in racing, and I know that when I'm doing it, I'm going to be in one of the best parts of the year for racing, which is after the first two rounds of Monster Energy AMA Supercross, when you can almost guarantee that the racing and the winners and the entire field are just filled with unpredictability. Expect the unexpected. Well, that's the way it always starts, and that's the way it's gone this year. And I also get to march out one of my favorite theories, which is round 3 theory. And I get to put that here on this YouTube channel, which I started for 2 reasons. A, life hack. Having a YouTube channel is like having free cloud. You don't have to upgrade to get extra storage. You don't have to spend money buying external hard drives. If your phone or your computer's clogged up with a bunch of videos, just upload them to a YouTube channel and set them as private or unlisted. No one will ever find them, and they don't charge you for the storage. I'm probably going to get flagged and have this video pulled down because I just told you that YouTube will give you free storage for your videos. The other reason I have it is so I can finally have a parking spot for all the theories that I've thrown out for years, writing for RacerX Online and doing podcasts with Mathis and JT and all these things. I will get to place all of my theories right here for you, so make sure you like and subscribe. And the first one is round 3 theory. It's coming our way this weekend at Anaheim. Round 3 is the most important, the most pivotal round of the season. And I have stats to prove it. Because the opening round winner has not gone on to win this championship since 2012 and Ryan Villopoto. So you're looking at 10 seasons since the round 1 winner has won the title. But in the meantime, check this out. In the last 6 years, the round 3 winner has gone on to win the title 5 times. 5 times in the last 6 years. That's crazy, right? Okay, so that's the data. Now round 3 theory will tell you why. We all know that the opening round of the series is defined by nerves. Every rider talks about it. We also know that some riders are better at dealing with that than others. I had a video a couple of weeks ago where I said Justin Barcia always thrives in the pressure environment. That's why he always does well at the opener. He hasn't won the opener this time, but he is the points leader after 2 rounds. So once again proving that when the nerves are at their highest, Barcia is at his best. I think Jason Anderson also kind of low-key, strong in that situation as well. It doesn't seem like Anderson's the guy that really sweats a lot of things in life, right? So that probably lends to good finishes early in the year, as we have seen from him in 2022. And Ken Roczen can't help himself but be good at opening rounds of any season for the most part. He's won the opener 4 times. So we are seeing a little bit of a variable there of who manages the crazy nerves best. But the nerves from Anaheim 1, they get cut down quite a bit going in round 2. And then by round 3, everyone kind of feels like it's a normal race. They're going to have the typical nerves when they go to the starting line, but nothing like Anaheim. So we take that variable out. And the other thing we remove is bike setup. People will spend months working on bike setup, and they'll go to Anaheim 1 and suddenly realize it's completely wrong. See Aaron Plessinger, who apparently had a completely different suspension setup for round 2. He took the 3 months of work, threw it out the window, and it was much better for round 2. Now, it's not always that simple for everyone. Sometimes they throw it all away, they go to round 2, and even that doesn't work. But at least then they've probably established a direction, and they know if that direction is right or wrong, and they can use that data to officially solve the problem by round 3. Now, there might be tweaks, there might be discoveries throughout the year. But suffice to say that the bikes that everyone will be racing at round 3 are much more akin to the bikes they'll be racing for the rest of the year compared to the first round. So that means that the results at round 3 are going to be much more akin to the results at the rest of the rounds as well. We've taken the variable of nerves out of the equation. We've taken the variable of guessing on bike setup for rounds 1 and 2 out of the equation. So that's the hard data of why round 3 is so pivotal. And it makes sense that in the last 6 years, the round 3 winner has won the title 5 times. But there's something else that makes this race special, and it's not just that it's kind of an early predictor of a championship. It's that the racing should be good. Because although it's late enough in the year now for everyone to have calmed down and figured out the motorcycles, it's still early enough for everyone to still feel confident. We all know how crazy it is at the beginning of the year. It always seems like at least 10 riders can win, right? Now, I did a video a few weeks ago saying only 5 riders are going to win races this year, which seems crazy. It seems crazy, but the stats bear out that we usually get 5 winners in the year, maybe 6. It doesn't seem possible that only 3 more riders are going to win races besides Roczen and Anderson. But it is possible. It is possible. because everyone is going to go into this race prepared, relaxed, with the bikes that they want. They're going to feel that this is their weekend. This is the time they're finally going to nail it. And maybe that's going to lead to this being the season where they nail it. And then someone is going to win that race. And someone is going to have the setup that works. And then we'll start to establish a pecking order. And then the confidence will begin to wane and flow for all the riders in the field. But that's not the case going into round 3. Everyone thinks this is theirs, and that's what makes it so exciting. I don't want to call it round 3 of Monster Energy AMA Supercross. This is round 3 of Monster Energy AMA Supercross. Get your tickets now. I love round 3. I love round 3 theory. We're really going to see what everyone has. The weirdo variables, the small sample size, all the reasons that the first 2 rounds don't really indicate anything. They're out the window, and we're ready for round 3. And I'll even explain how the last couple of round 3s work so you'll see. In 2020, Eli Tomac, terrible at the opening round. I snuck over to the Kawasaki test track on Monday after that race. I was driving by. Literally, their test track is off the side of the highway, and I saw Tomac riding, and I was like, should I do this? So I literally rumbled down the dirt road, walked up and said, hi guys, am I allowed to hang out for the day? And I was really scared and really nervous. The Tomac group, it can be intimidating. You've seen the photos. And I said, if you guys are really busy, you're really under the gun, maybe you want me to leave. Maybe you want me to leave. And the team manager, Dan Fay, he said, do we look like we're really busy? Do we really look like we're under the gun? They didn't. They looked super relaxed. They weren't sweating one bad night at the opener. They had a theory on what was wrong with the motorcycle and how they were going to fix it, and lo and behold, Tomac rode much better at round 2 in St. Louis. He got 4th because he got a bad start, but then he got a good start at round 3, and he won the race, and Eli Tomac went on to win that title. See the difference? Round 1 to round 3. Round 1 didn't indicate what Tomac would be like that year. Round 3 did. 2019, Cooper Webb, I believe, was 5th and 10th at the first 2 races. He was so bad at round 2, which was shockingly won by Blake Baggett. We had a red flag restart during the main event at round 2 in 2019, and Webb's bike was so off they actually tried to make some suspension tweaks while they were waiting for the restart. And it actually only made Webb's bike worse, and that's why he finished so badly. But it did give them the idea of what direction to go and not go. And then they had it fixed by round 3, and he went on to win it. You probably remember the famous finger gun salute towards Ken Roczen. And Cooper Webb's days as a Supercross champion were about to begin. Round 3 of 2019 really defined that. And last year, Ken Roczen really was the best rider at round 3. He could have, should have, would have won Houston 3, but he got blocked by Dean Wilson late in the race, and Cooper Webb snuck up on him and took a race win away from Roczen. And although Roczen really had proven, I think, to be the best rider on that night, is Webb stealing victory from Roczen in the final laps not a theme that we would see repeated quite a bit throughout 2021 anyway? So round 3 kind of was realistic to what the rest of the season would look like. That's just the way the last 3 years have gone. Round 3 theory. Everyone is ready to win. Everyone believes they can win. And that should lead to some great and very important racing. And if you'd like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, you'll get more of my theories, such as you should never count the amount of points the leader has in a series late and figure, oh, he can just afford to finish second for the rest of the rounds and he'll still win the title, because the math never works out that way. And also my theories like never predict a mud race by looking at a weather report on a Tuesday. Many things I've discussed in many podcasts and many stories on RacerX Online. I'm just going to park them here in my free cloud storage upgrade component called YouTube. Welcome aboard.